This podcast encourages and empowers you to create your own unique real story, develop your own unique real statement, and discover your own unique real self. The power is yours. Good morning, Hosna Shahin. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful morning?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, sure. Tell us, what part of the world are you in right now?
I'm in Cairo, in Egypt.
Oh, sweet. All right. Well, do tell us which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this specific time in history.
Um, I'm a business coach and I help coaches break through six figures and beyond through their group coaching program. And I've recently done an online summit called Breakthrough Six Figures Mastery Series. And Latisha Stiles was one of the speakers on the summit, and she's the one who connected me with you.
Oh, that's super cool. It's amazing. It's a small world now, isn't it? Through the
Yes,
internet. So tell us,
yeah.
tell us a bit more about what you do and how you help others break through six figures, please.
I've been working with coaches for like over 5 years now, but I started out as a virtual assistant and then I became an online business manager. So I've been working with coaches in the back end of everything related to their business. And what I've seen was most coaches would try to break through six figures by doing an online course or offering a monthly subscription based program or offering some sort of digital product. The problem is that for that kind of offering, they need numbers of people to sign up in order for them to reach the revenue goal. They kept struggling for a while, and some of them would go out of business because they put their money and investment in the wrong place. And that has pushed me into searching and looking for what is the best way for a coach who's trying to break through six figures. What should they offer and how much should they offer it for? And that's where I developed a program to help them break through six figures through offering a group coaching program and then walking them through how to actually do it, from creating, marketing, selling, and delivering the group coaching program in order to break through six figures.
That's
So I
amazing.
offer it, yeah.
Sure, you could go ahead. So you offer it.
I offer it in a group coaching program. I offer my own group coaching program to help them. And I also partner with coaches, as in working with them side by side, coaching them and helping them implement all of the strategy to help them break through six figures faster.
So where's the best place for someone that's listening to connect with you?
To connect with me, reach out to me at hosna@breakthroughlegend.com, and my website is breakthroughlegend.com.
Love it. Now, you seem to be someone that loves to take action. You did not stop at being the individual that's offering a service. You actually saw the weak spot in the system and you attempted to fix it. Where did you learn that from, or who did you learn that from?
Well, I've always worked with that thought is that there's a better way of doing things, and there's always someone who came up with stumbled upon this problem and came up with the solution. So I've always been looking for a better option. And it's disheartening to see so many coaches struggling for a while and then going out of business and maybe like going back to a job or doing something else. And I kept struggling with my own clients for a while. And then I decided I do not want to work like that anymore. I don't want to be helping them in the back end and seeing them struggle. That's why I made the shift to become a coach and helping them with the right strategies.
That's super cool. So why will you continue to be that person that takes action? Definitely it means you had to do more work than necessary. Nevertheless, why will you continue to be that person?
Um, well, I really like to see coaches succeed. Um, Coaches have their own special voices and their own message, and I do want as many of them to succeed and get their message and voice out there. And that's this. I think this main thing will keep me pushing to help them in a better way. And even when things online change so fast, even if the method I'm using right now are not going to work at some point, I know that I'm going to push myself to find the better option for them to be able to succeed.
Tell us one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years, please.
Um, and working with my clients or in my business, or what are you referring to?
It could be fun, personal.
Consistently for the past 3 years. Um, so I've been working on my business for the past 3 years, consistently trying to make it work, and I've shifted a lot over the past 5 years. So I've not been doing it consistently for 3 years. Like I know I've shifted from being a virtual assistant to being an online business manager and now a business coach. So I've shifted a lot. And I don't think there was one thing consistently that I've done over the past 3 years because things shift for me. And I recently had a son who was 2 years old, and life before having a son is so much different from life now. So I know things have not been consistent over the last 3 years.
So we can agree that it has consistently been inconsistent in terms of
Yeah.
shifting.
Yes.
How does it make you feel seeing what life is on this side of the spectrum of being who you are as an entrepreneur? How does it make you feel?
Well, it's challenging. It's always challenging. I'm always growing, learning. It sometimes is uncomfortable, but like I've gone through so many changes right now that it has become comfortable for me to shift and change in ways that I have not expected before.
Suggest to someone that's listening, someone that may be at that place where they are thinking about making a shift because they believe they can effect change or they can make a difference for the better. Why they should do that as well? What you've done.
Well, I believe we live in a world where you can do whatever you want to do, whatever your heart desires. You can make it work in terms of um, making a living out of it. Like if we live in a world where kids can be paid for playing video games, then we can do whatever we want. So we can't have this excuse of working at a business or doing something that we do not like anymore. We just have to figure out what we love doing and how we want to show up in this world and just go after it.
Love it. Amazing audience. You're hearing it live from Hosna Shahin, and you can connect with her. You can look at breakthroughlegend.com. That's breakthroughlegend.com, or you can always email her at hosna@breakthroughlegend.com. Hosna, let's switch gears for a moment now. Let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Hosna, what's your
Huh.
earliest childhood memory?
Okay. So my earliest childhood memory was reading. I can always remember myself that I was going to the my school library and spending a lot of time there reading.
How old were you in this memory?
Um, I don't know. As long as I can remember, like when I was very young, um, I don't know, like 8 years old or 6 years old, or not six, 8, 9, something around that time. Like,
Why do you think this memory is so clear?
um, because it shaped the whole deal of my life. Um, so English is not my first language. It's actually Arabic since I am in Egypt. Arabic is my native language and English is my second language. But from reading so many books, I got to understand how things work. I got to improve my English and it opened up a lot of stuff for me. Um, as I got older, I kept on reading and reading all kind of books, expanded my point of view and my perspective for the world. And I don't know, I think I have, because when I was young, I didn't have many friends at school. So I would just like go to the school library and spend the time over the break just reading. And it shaped my life in so many ways afterwards.
That's amazing. Can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind with that memory?
Yeah, go ahead.
I love the fact that the institution of what the library represents, in that it needs to be this strong foundation to be able to provide for others the learning capacity in so many various fashions and forms. To see that you are the person now that's helping other individuals, other coaches, if you would, who stand as virtual libraries through motivation, if you would, through their experiences and helping others in that interactive way. You know, it's like the physical library coming to life, a coach, yeah, being that person who you can speak to, and then that person directing you to what knowledge you can access or possibly what direction you can go in. But to see that you're supporting that person, that virtual library, to be able to continuously do that is pretty fascinating to me.
That's very interesting. I've never looked at it that way.
Sure.
Yeah, is that yeah, that thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. If we fast forward to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
Um, so I'm not sure what my favorite song was when I was 12. I don't really remember what I was listening for like at that time.
It's okay. Many
But
individuals that I've spoken with that have like lived or spent a lot of time reading around that age see the exact thing you just said.
okay, so I'm
So it's
glad I'm not the only one.
no, you are not. Believe me, you are not. All right, my friend. In fact, I think Dr. Latisha, if I'm not mistaken, was also one of those individuals. Now, don't quote me on that, but I think, if I am not mistaken, I think she was actually one of those individuals as well, which is super cool. That's amazing, isn't it? Because I think
Yeah.
she said a song track, but she wasn't too sure, from the Prince of Egypt. Yes, but she wasn't too sure because again, she's that person. All right. Not Dr. Latisha. And she isn't Dr. Latisha. This is Latisha Stiles you're talking about, yeah?
Yeah, Latisha Stiles is the one who connected me with you.
Yeah, pretty intriguing. All right. Well, we've arrived at our destination. But before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form. So it's yes or no. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready, Hosna?
Yeah. Okay.
Hosna, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
No.
Are you married?
Yes.
Do you have children? Yes, you said
Yes.
one. Do you believe in God?
Yeah.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
Yes.
All right, what about screen time? The phone and the computer. Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
More.
If
Definitely more.
All right, if you had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents who you are, Hosna Shahin, what would you say that is?
Um, There's been I don't know where I've read it, a quote that I've read it somewhere, but I've been living my life by it since I was very young. It's give a wise person advice, and they will yet be wiser.
Love
And
it.
I've been living by that.
It's a Proverbs, actually. It's from
Yeah,
Proverbs. Yeah. All right.
I don't remember where I read it.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Hosna, this has been such a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Well, thank you for having me, Angel. It's been awesome going on this journey with you and this call with you. And I hope everyone enjoys it too.
Love it. Hosna Shahin, thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
This segment has been brought to you by Amazel Enterprise.